Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Padisha Built-Up is my name, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys some few mandatory steps to guide your way through for your visa application processing. We all know how frustrating and the hassle some of us can go through before acquiring our visas. That's why I'm making this video, particularly especially if it's your first time or not. Some also let agents help them to acquire their visas, which we all know if you are lucky you will get your visa, and if you are not, you might not even hear from these agents again. They run away with people's money all the time. To apply for a visa is not dangerous like we have made it look like it is. After all, if you don't get your visa, what will happen? You're not gonna die. You can always have the second chance to apply again. When we say visa, what is even a visa? What is visa? Well, visa is a form of document stamped or glued into your passport that will allow you, the foreigner, to be able to travel in one's country legally or remain in and out from that foreign country. There are different types of visas. We have student visa, tourist visa, business visa, immigration and naturalization visa, and so on. And also each of these visas that I have mentioned will require the type of documents you need to attach, apart from the mandatory ones I'm about to mention here on my list, because different countries and their rules with supporting documents for your visa application process. First, you need to know the requirements, which is very essential. You need to know the requirements for the country you are planning to visit. Either is American visa you are seeking for, or Schengen visa, or Asia, or any other country you are planning to visit. You need to know their requirement. So what do you need to do? You have to go to that country's website to know the requirements they request for each and every applicant, depending on the type of visa you are looking for. But the ones I'm about to tell you guys now are normally the mandatory, the things you will bring. And then aside from the type of visa you are seeking, that will determine the other documents, relevant documents you need to add to it. I hope I make sense. Number one, you need your passport, of course, and it shouldn't be less than 6 months before the expiration date, and you should have at least 2 or 3 blank pages in your passport. Secondly, you need your application form. These days, most of the embassies, they have introduced online electronically, so you have to go on that website and fill in your application form, and then you will pay online. If that country you are planning to visit, they don't have online application, you can just still go to their website and print the application form out and fill it manually. And then you have to pay a fee if it's done manually, and you have to submit it at the embassy, and then you have to walk in yourself at the embassy to submit your visa application. Example, if you are planning to visit one of the Schengen states in Europe, like Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Portugal, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, all this country, you can go to VFS Global Ghana. That's where they can process your visa for you, but you have to do it online. Before, it was manually, you have to go there with your visa application process, but now you can do it online. You fill the forms and then you pay a fee. The fee depends on the short or long stay. Short stay is around 80 euros and long stay is 192 euros. Maybe they have updated their price, so you always again have to make sure you visit the country you are planning to visit website for any updated information. It's very important. Ireland visa also costs around 60 euros at the VFS Global Ghana. You will need 2 passport size photographs, that is 35mm by 45mm. And if you are applying for the American visa, theirs photograph is a bit bigger than the normal size. Theirs I think is 51mm by 51. The next is you will need invitation letter from the hosts. This means if someone out there is inviting you for holiday or vacation, or the sponsor, the embassy will need a letter from this person stating that he or she is the one inviting you to that country, and then bank statement from this host. They will need bank statement from this person inviting you, because they have to make sure the host is able to have enough money to take care of you, and you wouldn't be a burden for the country after you have arrived. So it's really a must requirement. If you have your sister, your father, any siblings or friend who is inviting you, the embassy always requests for his or her bank statements. The next is you, the applicant's bank statements, because it doesn't matter if the host is inviting you, the embassy still need your bank statement, normally the last 3 months period, to make sure there's money in your account for you to be able to travel and you can take care of yourself when you arrive. So our advice, if your account is not healthy, find a way to make it healthy. You can probably maybe borrow money from your family member or friend and put in your account, and then try to, I don't know, find a way to make sure your account is healthy. You also need insurance for your travel. Normally this insurance, if you go to the embassies or the visa application where they process the visas, you can have insurance there as well. You can buy. It's not very expensive. The next is your flight reservation ticket that shows your intended date of travel. And I will advise, never buy your flight ticket if you have not gotten your visa. I'll tell you one funny thing, example about myself. The first time I was about to travel, I went to the KLM office and I have my money in my bag. I wanted to buy a flight ticket, the date, but luckily the man at the counter asked me, have you gotten your visa? I said no. Then he said, I'm sorry, get your visa before you come and buy your flight ticket. I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know about that. And then I went home, did my reservation and blah blah blah. I submitted my visas and stuff, and I bought the ticket after. So imagine if I wouldn't have gotten the visa and I had already bought my flight ticket, I would have wasted my thousands of money. And flight ticket too is quite expensive, So our advice, never buy your flight ticket without 100% sure you have your visa in your passport. Again, the embassy will need proof of profession. If you are working or you're a student or whatever you're doing, they will need proof of that. And then tax clearance certificates. Again, another example is in the start of my travel, I was applying for tourist visa, but these days I apply for business visa because I'm working in a company, and through that I get my business visa. And I can say to get a business visa is a little bit stricter. They require more relevant documents compared to the tourist visa. Like I said in the start of the video, each relevant document you provide will depend on the type of visa you are applying. So take note of that. The next is proof of accommodation. If the host person is inviting you to stay with them, then you have to provide their address and stuff. If you're staying in a hotel, maybe Airbnb or guest house or a hostel, you have to provide the address for your accommodation. It's very important. And I will also advise, apart from this mandatory relevant information, you have to attach a letter to it. A letter you stating that I intend to travel to this country, blah blah blah, I'm inviting for this, or I'm going for vacation or visit a family member or friend or something, and I intend to stay at this period of time, stating all this, your reasons why you want to travel. Again, you have to book an appointment, especially if you have done it online, like the VFS. You pay for your visa fee, and then after you book an appointment, you choose your own date and time that is suitable for you. But if it's not online, then you have to go there early in the morning, because normally it's first come, first serve basis if you have to go to the embassy to submit your visa application. I will also advise you need to apply for your visa application processes way ahead of time to avoid any delays in case you have an expected date you want to travel, so you don't end up frustrating and stress yourself around in case you have not heard anything about the embassy and your visa is not ready. So always make sure you apply for your visa way ahead of time, so at least you have more days or time for yourself. And then also sometimes the embassies will call you for more relevant documents aside from the one you have sent. If they look through your documents and there are some other things that are missing, they can either send you a mail or call you by phone to present those missing relevant documents. So you see, normally they will give you like a week for you to prepare yourself to bring the extra document. So if your intended date of travel is too close to whilst you have submitted for your visa, you might end up having a hectic day. Okay, so now you have submitted your visa application, they have taken your fingerprints, your picture, everything. The next is your interview. Yeah, I remember my first time interview. I was so nervous because I was like, oh my god, am I going to get this visa? Gosh, I was so nervous. You have to prepare yourself for the interview to answer the questions about your travel. Normally questions about yourself, your job, your family, the reasons why you are traveling and stuff. So make sure you know what you have filled in the documents you have sent, because they have it right in front of their face and they're asking you questions based on that. And don't mumbling, don't be too nervous, just little confidence. I'll make a video about how to prepare yourself for interview soon. Visas are temporary, but if you wish to stay permanently, then you will require citizenship application. Also, to ensure the embassy of your duration of stay, you need to provide a proof of your returned and relevant document. This will make the embassy believe that you, the applicant, understand that your visa has a limited duration. Oh, I almost forgot one very essential advice. I mean, how can I even forget this? It's very important. Never try to forge any document. Don't send any fake documents, false document. Never try that, because you know why? If they do find out, you might end up in a very bad standard. You might even end up being banned from going to that country and other countries as well. So please never try to send any fake document. Try your best in a possible way to send the genuine and relevant documents. So yes, I hope you found this information relevant, and if you have questions you can put it at the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, share, and thanks for watching this video.